The UK government is currently stopping international students from getting sponsored in specific roles. Is that entirely true?
No, Fez, unless the role is on a temporary shortage list or let's say on immigration salary list. So there are certain exceptions which we have to keep in mind, because as of 22nd of July 2025, skilled worker sponsorship is generally only available for roles at RQF level 6, which is a graduate role. But there is a big exception what people are not aware about. Certain medium skilled jobs from RQF level 3 to 5 can still be sponsored only if they are specifically listed on TSL or ISL in appendix skilled worker, or you are already on this route before 22nd of July 2025. So the exception makes a lot of difference for people to understand where do they stand at the moment.
Okay, that's really interesting. So, what exactly is the TSL and ISL?
So TSL is temporary shortage list, is a new official home office appendix to the skilled worker route. So for example, it identifies medium skill RQF level 3 to 5 occupations the home office permits for sponsorship due to critical UK shortages. It was introduced in July 2025, but is very narrowly focused on roles that can be sponsored under a certain expiry date, which the home office has set for 31st of December 2026. But what we need to remember is the Home Office has made it very clear. They can take the role off the list even before 31st of December 2026 if they see that things are not being very compliant with the sponsorship or the job market.
That's really interesting because a lot of students are applying to data analyst positions,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they've flagged that this specific role has been put on the TSL.
Mhm.
Now, are there any complications that come with the role being on TSL?
See, if your occupation is listed on TSL, you can be sponsored on the skilled worker route. So there is no complication per se. But as
Mhm.
I earlier said, it is very important to understand it comes with an expiry date of 31st of December 2026. So
Mhm.
apart from being the role on TSL, you might meet the other requirements such as salary, genuine vacancy, English language, and the sponsor needs to have a valid license as well. And your
Mhm.
certificate has been sponsored for that specific role. But the most important part, what you need to understand that if your role has been assigned under TSL, you won't be able to get your dependents in the UK. And apart from that, you won't be getting any discounts on the salary as well, such as new entrant salary.
Okay, so just to be clear,
Mhm.
if your role is on the TSL, then new entrant does not apply to you.
Exactly, because Home Office has made it very specific in the guidance and in the statement of changes that no further discounts would be applied to TSL job roles.
You also mentioned about medium skilled jobs. Now, can medium skilled jobs be sponsored?
Yeah, definitely it can be sponsored, because what we need to understand that there are certain lists now. There is no only one specific table what the Home Office has given. We have got immigration salary list as well as we have got temporary shortage list as well. So if your role sits on those specific table of ISL, TSL and appendix skilled worker, then definitely you are being able to get sponsored under the medium skill route.
Data analyst specifically, it's like it's literally the role that everyone's targeting
Yeah.
nowadays.
You are exactly on point. Yes.
Right? And they're scared, like, oh, I can't bring my dependent, my wife's here, my kids here, or my wife's back home, and I want to bring her here. Can they like can they switch to a different like business analyst SOC code and meet the requirements through the job duties? Is that something that they can do?
So, for
Yeah, well,
example, if they want to apply for a role of a data analyst, but the
mhm.
data analyst role is currently on TSL, so obviously they won't be able to get the dependents. But if they get a higher skill role, as you said, such as business analyst, then definitely it comes under the bracket of higher skill and they can get the dependents in the UK. So the duties do not matter. What matter is the exact specific SOC code and the job title.